OUT for 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com, code TIMEOUT.
At Alpha Custom Apparel, we create standout corporate apparel and promotional gear that makes a lasting impression. Whether it's polos for your next conference, branded jackets for your sales team, or eye-catching giveaways for a client event, we've got you covered. We offer a concierge-like experience for businesses who want more. More customization, more creativity, more impact. From concept to delivery, we help brands big and small show up looking their best with speed, style, and attention to detail. Create with us today at alphacustomapparel.com.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
In season, off season, draft season. Whatever season it is, we are Milwaukee's place to talk green and gold. Listen, watch, or stream live whenever, wherever. 94.5 ESPN.
Hold on. It's 4th and 38. 38 seconds left. Don't worry. Hail Mary the big X the plug. Let's go.
You're listening to Sunday Karma on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It's in his hands. Let's go. Go, fight, win. You know we back at it again.
All those people who've been showing up at Scalzo's Lawn and grocery store, they're starting to join Cover 5. We're up to 111 people who've entered this contest. If we get to 200, then Strophy and I both have to pay off the bet. And is that by the time we get off the air or by the time, like, this week is complete? I guess it's, like, by like 1:30, by halftime of the early games, right?
You think we give it past the start of the, like, I
Okay,
guess
when
how
the
many,
show
how many
ends.
people are going to be joining afternoon today?
Yeah, not a lot. Last week it was 2 or 3, right? So, all right.
I just don't want to get bothered in the neighborhood today when I get home and watching games.
And then you could say, hey, you know what? If you cared this much, you should have
signed up.
Told some more friends to sign up.
You are way too friendly with your neighbors. I don't talk to mine.
All right. When we get to 200, I'll commit to the bet. If not, then Strophy's doing the bet. Go to Cover 5. Download the app today. Use join code Sunday25 if you want to be part of our contest. Oh, look, Kyle's got that going on the YouTube, and it looks like you even have the YouTube working now, right? Is that the Milwaukee one that I see here, or is this the Madison one? Okay, cool. All right, we're up. Sorry for that. For all those of you who typically watch on YouTube, we should be back up and going. Got a text from Bloody, Carbless Talking Text Line, where less is more, and he asked about The Miz and starting. Scals, you've kind of been with me on this, right? From the beginning?
There's no chance he's going to be starting come postseason.
When I was saying that, it was like I was like Stephen A. Smith having like some crazy take, but I never thought he would be starting. And I don't think that's like an insult to him or anything that he wouldn't start in the postseason. I think he's built to come in and mow people down for an inning or two rather than people see him 2-3 times in a game and even more than that potentially in an extended series. So the fact that, he got hit hard again yesterday, I don't think, to me, enters into my thought process on this. The guy still, even when he's at his worst, he's striking out at least someone per inning.
Yep.
But he's giving up a lot more hard hit balls, and that's okay. The guy's 23 years old. He's just pitching for the first time in the big leagues.
Well, and Brewers superfan, former Houston Texans running back Arian Foster, which is one of my favorite random relationships. He even posted last night. He was like, talking about, he said, Brew fam, honest hour, is Miz better off at closer right now as he develops? And I think most Brewers fans are starting to come around to that, especially when you have the depth that the Brewers have and you've got a manager that you trust to be able to pull the right strings.
And what I've been saying from the beginning is Quintana, we saw it with the Mets last year. He's the kind of guy you can trust in a postseason game. And by the way, a postseason start, if you go 4 innings, that's actually okay.
It's great,
And
especially when you've got the bullpen arms.
You bring
that the
in
Brewers
Miz
have.
for the 5th, and if he's really good, the 5th and 6th, and then, I mean, they should be set even if you get through the 5th with the bullpen they have. Uribe was shaky last night when he came in the 10th, by the way. Came in, hit a batter, walked a batter, then threw almost 2 wild pitches, ended up getting a double play and getting out of it, just giving up the 1 run and getting the win last night. I love the Brewers bullpen still, and I'm not, if it happened, I know Kyle doesn't want to hear this, but if it just so happened that the Brewers ended up with the 2 seed and not the 1 seed and were set up to play the Dodgers, like, I'm not scared of the Dodgers with this Brewers team. I'm really not.
I'm not scared of anybody. Sorry, I was troubleshooting back
No, I know.
here.
And I know you don't want to hear anything about them not getting the 1 seed.
All I heard was 2 seed. What? How? What? Who gonna catch us?
They got to get
I'm
the
saying
1
they're
seed.
2 games out of the Phillies. The Phillies, though, the next
Damn,
2.
the Phillies done caught us like that?
Yeah, they've won 9 out of 10.
Oh, damn.
But right now, the Phillies are at Dodgers, at Diamondbacks, the next 2 series, before ending with some easy series. Brewers have an easier schedule, so I think the Brewers will hold on to the 1. But I'm saying if the Brewers were in the 2, the Dodgers are not some like, oh my God, they're dead. They're playing the Dodgers. They swept the Dodgers this year.
I don't disagree with that. No, the 1 seed is still, you got to run hard for it. I mean, it's such an advantage mathematically as far as what you can do in terms of winning, X amount of series versus Y amount of series. But I don't think there's any team in the National
Wait, but
or the
it's not like
American
it's the NFL 1 seed where you're getting the only bye, right?
I know.
So in baseball, is it really that big a difference? Does it really matter that much?
I want home field. I want
home field
everything to come
in the
through
championship
Hampton Field,
series is pretty significant.
Yeah. I
want
mean,
everything to come
obviously,
through.
I guess I'm thinking about the Brewers at home field last year, but, and that, obviously did not impact the series as you'd hope it would, even though those games were loud and exciting.
I mean, you could say it didn't impact the series, but that was a coin flip series.
Right, the Brewers
it's not like they got dominated.
No,
in 2
I know, and
games.
I'm saying I thought the Brewers it was a coin flip matchup last year, right?
Yeah.
And the Brewers, I thought, were a slightly better team than the Mets, and that's how the series played out until, Devin Williams wasn't able to hold on in the decisive game. So, either way, awesome night last night at American Family Field. It's been a great series. Great to see the Brewers bounce back after the sweep against the Rangers and go for the sweep today against the Cardinals. We will talk to Jason Wilde as we continue. It's Sunday Karma, ESPN Wisconsin.
You're listening to Sunday Karma on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The dance of sunlight on water.
Shimmering, sparkling, beautiful, hypnotic.
Houses that overlook a gorgeous body of water are the most highly desired houses in the world.
The Bellamare collection of fine jewelry features classic white diamonds, flanked and surrounded by rare and exotic blue diamonds.
Bellamare means beautiful water.
Bellamare, sunlight on water, glimmering and twinkling.
The dance is enticing.
The look is spectacular.
The impact is exciting.
Blue and white diamonds created in the heart of Mother Nature
will dance and sing on the body of a glittering, sparkling woman.
Bellamare. This blue and white beauty of sunlight on water
should be worn on the fingers,
the wrist,
the neck, and the ears
of the woman you love.
The Bellamare collection is available only at Kessler's.
We do diamonds better because diamonds are what we do.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
Now through Wednesday, save on 48-ounce selected varieties Stone Ridge ice cream, 2 for $7. 7-ounce selected varieties Banquet pot pies, 5 for $5. 4 to 6-count selected varieties Dannon multi-pack yogurt, 2 for $6. 6 to 12-count selected varieties Ice Mountain spring water, 2 for $5.
I am starving.
Oh no, never walk into a Century when you're hungry.
Unless it's free sample day. Ooh, pizza, yes, I'd love to try that one.
My husband thinks he can make a meal out of grocery store samples.
Need to wash this down. I think I see someone handing out samples in the liquor department.
Geez, can we focus on our list?
What's this?
It says you can win 2 tickets to Green Bay's home game against Chicago on December 7th.
Or autographed footballs, or a 4-pack of Green Bay Hall of Fame tickets.
You have to enter through Century's Facebook or Instagram.
I'll be entering this on my phone in the deli next to that cheese sample station.
I'm shopping at Century alone next time.
Enter by November 12th.
Milwaukee, It's your boy Bert Kreischer, the Machine.
Woo! I'm back, baby!
And I'm bringing the Permission to Party World Tour to the Fiserv Forum September 19th.
Don't let them forget who you are and what you do.
Get your tickets at BurtBurtBurt.com. I'll see you there.
I've been to my fair share of green and gold games, and the best way to get there is with Accutrans Group. At Good Karma Brands and ESPN Milwaukee, we use Accutrans Group to get our partners to and from Green Bay, and it's always first class. From stadiums to concerts and tailgates, your game day fun starts the moment you step on board. Sit back, relax, and let their professional chauffeurs handle the traffic while you enjoy the ride. Accutrans Group is Milwaukee's premier ground transportation, available 24/7 with sedans, SUVs, limos, vans, and buses. Book today at AccuTransGroup.com.
Kyle Brust-Nortman's Ben Brust here for Grimal and Associates Insurance. They do what anyone with a growing family, like myself, does. Protect what matters most. Grimal and Associates specializes in coverage that's tailored exactly to you. Clients aren't just policies. They're part of their community. Personalized American Family Insurance back service, expert guidance, and genuine commitment. Grimal and Associates focuses on building trusted relationships and providing peace of mind. The same values they've had for over 30 years in the Milwaukee area. Connect with Grimal and Associates at teamgrimal.com.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the environment and people's health. Until justice stands for all, our lawyers will never rest. More at earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
We are going to grind out at bats. You have to throw quality pitches in order to get us out. And then once we get on the base paths, you have to worry about us. It's a different brand of baseball.
On 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Tony Coles.
Hey, safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up since my mama stayed in them apartments.
You're listening to Sunday Karma on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest. 30K on my riches for hard times. Beating just mad because they in my archives. Jordan came back to the 4-5. If you play, then you lay right there by your own kind. Pull up a 4 in the loco. Tell them run this bitch back like so-so. Got this rap here in the chokehold. Did a show out in Austin. Shout out to...
Continuing on a Sunday morning, and we welcome in Jason Wilde. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good. So, I mean, these two games, the Packers, we had said might be in that 6-7 list of teams that could win the Super Bowl, but I've revised that to now saying they're in the group of 5, which I know the Chiefs haven't earned their right this year, but I think until they don't make the Super Bowl, I'm going to keep them in that. Eagles, Ravens, Bills, Chiefs, Packers. I don't think there's anyone else who deserves in that group, and I don't think there's anyone you could take out of that group, Jason. What do you think about that?
As of a game into the season for most teams, and 2 games into the season for the Packers and the Commanders, I agree with you. Now, lots can change, and we have seen already through 2 weeks, even though the Packers won both the games, they lost the guy that led them in receptions and receiving yards each of the last 2 seasons to a broken collarbone. They played without 2 of their starting offensive linemen. So, unfortunately, the reality of the NFL is you can have the best team when you start out, and by season's end or maybe even by midseason, you're not that same team anymore. And so if they can stay relatively healthy, I don't disagree with you at all. But, you've heard me say this before. I still believe that the Detroit Lions last year, even more so than the Philadelphia Eagles, were the best team in the league when they were constructed. And the number of injuries they had, especially on the defensive side of the ball, just cooked them. So I'm sure, 4 or 5 games in, I think it was the 5th game when Aiden Hutchinson went down. I'm sure Lions fans were feeling very similar to how Packers fans feel right now. We got the team, and we'll see if that ends up happening. But no, right now, I totally agree. Those are the 5 teams that, to me anyway, look like teams that are capable of winning the whole thing.
Can we talk about these 2 stories, Jason? Because I know Micah Parsons is the most interesting and all that to everybody, but Jayden Reed playing, to me, was unbelievable and showed such a unselfishness when you think about where he is in his career and all that. And the fact that the Packers are like paying Watson when he's not playing, and that Reed's out there playing through a broken foot. And then on the flip side, let's talk about Keyshawn Nixon. I wanted you to talk through these 2 stories, who I think was being mocked when he was a kick returner by half of Packer Nation, saying, as he was saying, he's a number 1 corner and he's a shutdown corner. And if you watched him against the Commanders, jumping routes and doing what he was doing, it'd be like, wait, is that like one of the better corners? Is that a Pro Bowl cornerback? I think when you look at this team and how they've come together. Oh, did I just get buzzed by that?
Yeah, Pro Bowl cornerback.
That's what he looked like to me. I have an untrained eye, but that's what he looked like to me. Are we now looking at the toughness and grit from the wide receiver position that like normally, is seen as prima donnas? And then on the defensive side, you have the guys who've come up through the system, who've earned it, who want to be there, who want to be football players, who are chosen over Jair Alexander to play. To me, these 2 guys are what the 2025 Packers are all about.
So let me, first of all, did you notice that Jair Alexander is inactive today?
Yes, I did. Greg Scalzo pointed it out to me before this segment.
Yeah, and some spin from the insider world. That it gives him another week to get right. But he played last week, and he did not play well down the stretch of that game. Look, let's start with Jayden Reed. I told you guys, whatever it was a couple weeks ago about this Jones fracture, that most players don't play through it. And he decided to do so. He is a tough guy, and there's nothing not to like about him. I think he's the kind of guy you want on your team. And let's not forget, even though it is easy to be excited about the shiny new toy of the first-round pick, and Matthew Golden's terrific. Like, he should have had 2 long touchdowns. Like, Jordan missed them on both. But Jayden Reed is a really valuable piece. And the catch he makes on the play he gets hurt is ridiculous, by the way. But, this is, again, the kind of thing that can create challenges for your offense. And we can talk all day about how deep they are at wide receiver. And Matt LaFleur even said that in the aftermath of telling us the injury. And he's right to a degree. But, again, we'll see if they have a guy that can give them everything that Reed does. I mean, we've seen him, whether it's in the slot and making plays from there, or we all remember the ball that Jordan Love threw into triple coverage in L.A., and somehow Jayden Reed comes down with it. Like, he's a really good
I love what he does in the running game, right? Like, he's super versatile.
So that is a loss. You could say they're deep at wide receiver, but that's a loss. The Keyshawn Nixon story, to me, is one of the best stories on this team, and not just because I wrote it for Channel 3000 this morning. Like, this is a guy who, and Goody's the one who said it. Every time we've given him another opportunity, he has made the most of it. So think about his career arc. He started out in Oakland/Vegas, and he could not get on the field for 3 years on defense. And not only that, he was a special teams guy, but he wasn't even a returner. In 3 years, he returned 6 kickoffs. That's it. He was basically Bo Melton for Rich Bisaccia with the Raiders. He was a flyer covering kicks. He was on kickoff coverage. Like, he was just a guy on their special teams units. Then the Packers signed him, by the way, to a 1-year minimum salary deal in 2022. And he's still just a guy that plays on special teams until midseason when they decide to let him return kickoffs. and he ends up being first-team All-Pro. The following year, they add to his plate being the slot corner in the nickel, so the interior defensive back in the slot in the nickel defense, and he plays really well there. And he's once again first-team All-Pro as a kickoff returner. Last year, Jeff Hafley arrives and says, look, we believe this guy can play outside. And then Jair misses 10 games, and he ends up, by default, being their number one corner and playing 94% of the snaps last season. And then on the day after the season ends, which, again, he factored into them losing. He fumbled the kickoff. Now, we can argue that replay should have shown that he recovered it, but he was part of their problem in Philadelphia. He is not perfect. But he proclaims, because everyone knows that Jair's not going to be back, even though we did a long song and dance that thought maybe he would be, that he is going to be CB1. And people roll their eyes at him, and it's Keyshawn being Keyshawn. And then you look at what he did on Thursday night. I'm a little surprised, frankly, that Kyle buzzed you there. Because you can say that you're still skeptical and you need to see more, but the guy was thrown at 5 times. He allowed 0 completions, and he broke up all 5 of the passes. Like, it's not like he was targeted and the quarterback threw a bad ball and it wasn't anywhere near the wide receiver.
Jason,
like,
haven't we been through like 10 weeks and like Packers corners haven't had 5 breakups? Like,
yeah, I don't know the last time they had a guy that broke up 5 passes in a game. So he's been what I would caution Kyle and anyone else, and look, he's a corner. He's going to have a bad game at some point this year. Somebody is going to cook him. He's not, even the best ones have that happen. But what I would caution anyone who is skeptical about him is look at his track record, and if you want to bet against him, go right ahead. But the evidence to this point, not just from me, but from the general manager, from the defensive coordinator, from his teammates, is, look, every time this guy gets some bigger opportunity than he had previously, he seizes it and makes the most of it. And so his track record would tell you that he will be up to the task. Is he going to be a first-team All-Pro corner this season? Probably not. But to scoff at the idea that he's going to make the Pro Bowl, I'll be honest with you, it ain't as hard as it used to be to make the Pro Bowl. He's off to a really good start.
We talk about Keyshawn Nixon. We talk about sort of the culture of this Packers team. I think starting to reflect a lot more of Matt LaFleur maybe than it had in the past. But the defense, Jason, is like the real separator. When we talk about that Packers team going from maybe the top 6-7 team in the league to a top 4 or 5 team in the league, a lot of that's with the confidence in the defense and what Jeff Hafley's been able to do. Is that all about Micah Parsons' presence, or is it other guys like Keyshawn Nixon stepping up and Devontae Wyatt? Like, what else is happening for fans to understand where they can hold the Lions to 13 points, they can hold the Commanders to 18 points here to start the season off?
Yeah, and I still subscribe to the Homer theory. They really won that first game 27-6, and they really won Thursday night's game 27-10. The garbage touchdowns and yardage notwithstanding. Before the Commanders went on their drive to get the touchdown and made it 17-10, which, by the way, was great because then it put the onus on the offense to respond, and the offense did. But they had 99 yards with about 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Like, I'm not sure that happens very often with Packers defenses, and certainly not against an offense that, while it looked really bad, that was because the Packers defense made it look bad, because we've seen how good the Commanders can be offensively. I would love to be able to run some sort of simulation to have an accurate gauge on what this defense would have been before if it hadn't gotten Micah Parsons, but that's impossible. And he has clearly been a factor. Like, there's, whether it's the interception that Evan Williams had because he pressured him in the Detroit game, or some of the ball. I mean, Keyshawn even talked about it. The ball's coming out faster now, which gives him more opportunities to make plays on the ball. And that's because not only Micah Parsons is getting after the quarterback, but he is allowing other guys to do so when he draws attention. I was having this conversation with Wally Lukaczynski from the Damn Sports Show. He texted me toward the end of the game and asked if, in all my time covering the team, if I've ever had more reason to be excited about a team after 2 games. And I think back to 2011 when they started 13-0 and they were putting up ridiculous numbers of points offensively. And I think I probably had the same feeling, but it wasn't driven by the defense. And that's what's different about this, is that you feel like they can win every game based on what we've seen in the first 2 weeks, because their defense is always going to keep them in it. And there may be a game where they, somebody's got to schemes them up really well and they give up 25, 30 points. But you just look at this defense and feel like this feels different than anything I've seen before, dating back to probably 2009 and 10 when those Dom Capers defenses were on top of their game.
Wow, we will talk more with Jason Wilde as we continue. It's Sunday Karma, ESPN Wisconsin.
More Sunday Karma coming up on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
This year, it just feels different.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Listen to WTMJ as the Brewers make their charge to the postseason. Brewers playoff coverage is presented by the Neurospine Center of Wisconsin and featured by Annex Wealth Management, Boucher Automotive, and Delta Dental. We are the home of the Brewers. WTMJ.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tusher here, and the Pickler Menominee Falls is now open. Your home for pickleball. 9 premium indoor courts with unlimited play, leagues, tournaments, and clinics all included in your membership. Sign up today for open play spots or check out Learn to Play sessions and clinics. Members get 4 clinics a month included. Memberships start at just $119 a month. Check out all the options at thepickler.com. That's PICKLR.com. And I'll see you on the court.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Game Night, so for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
It's WTMJ's Debbie Lazaga for Comfort Awnings. I reclaim my outdoor space by having Comfort Awnings install a motorized retractable awning so I can enjoy the sun and get relief when I need it. Sensors are also available that detect strong winds and rain to extend or retract your awning. They even protect against UV radiation so you can safely enjoy the outdoors. Family owned and located in Burlington, Comfort Awnings expertly installs custom awnings that fit your home and style. Right now, you can receive $250 off all awnings and screens. Call 414-AWNINGS or visit comfortawnings.com.
Sharon needed legal help. She needed Gruber Law Offices.
When I think about Gruber Law Office, I think about how they took care of me, how they make sure that you get what you're supposed to get. Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all. I will always trust one call, that's all.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
They are the best. I'm very happy.
Get ready to say goodbye to those bland seltzers at the ballpark. Carbless is proudly Wisconsin-born, crafted by real people. A husband and wife team who wanted better cocktails in a can. They're locally made and blissfully better. Carbless offers a bold, true cocktail flavor that's made for baseball fans. Available in fan-favorite flavors like lemon lime, black raspberry, cranberry, and mango, bringing the craft cocktail bar to your seat. Refreshment that matches the energy of American Family Field is Carbless. Full of flavor, no sugar, and no carbs. Just game day bliss.
Are you looking for ways to give back to your local community? Use volunteerwisconsin.org to find opportunities to volunteer your time with organizations making a difference near you. As we celebrate United Ways Month, we're also celebrating you. Visit volunteerwisconsin.org or get in touch with your local United Way or Volunteer Center to find out more about local opportunities to get involved. VolunteerWisconsin.org is hosted by United Way of Wisconsin and Serve Wisconsin. Paid for by United Way of Wisconsin.
At Citizens Bank, we believe banking is more than transactions. It's about being recognized and remembered. It's feeling like you're understood and supported along the way. It's the small stuff that says, we know you. Because when your bank gets you, banking just feels better. Citizens Bank. Bank where you belong. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/belong. Citizens Bank is member FDIC.
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video. Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. This is Sunday Karma on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Continue with Jason Wilde. Jason, Kyle brought it up before the show. Like, do you think Jordan Love's taken a step, or do you think like this team's just been so dominant and like that we don't know yet? Like, it's tough for me to say, and maybe I thought more highly of him last year and was giving him more excuses for the injury. Like, I wasn't as worried about him, and he's looked great, but I don't feel like it's like some big step he's taken. But am I not giving him credit that through the 2 games he has clearly taken a step up?
No, I don't think you're failing to give him credit. Kyle, how do you see it? I wasn't listening when.
Well, it was before the show, so you wouldn't have been able to listen.
I haven't said it on air, but for me, it's seeing the consistency where he hasn't thrown an interception, but then in the game when the Packers needed him to drive them downfield for a touchdown, that is exactly what he did. When that game got to, I want to say, 17-10, Jordan Love finally got a chance to throw the football again in the second half, and he scored a touchdown to basically put the game away. So for me, it's just seeing him be able to be so comfortable in the pocket, seeing him have a grasp of his offense, seeing him being able to lead this team when they need him was a plus for me, and that's just a step in the right direction overall for Jordan Love in this season.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I mean, I would say, the interception that he did throw that didn't count, I mean, I don't think the penalty that wiped it out for holding, because I think it was on against Dobbs. I think that was still a bad decision and a bad throw. The play right before that, he was trying to throw the ball away, and instead he threw it to Anzalone, who dropped it. I mean,
yeah, that was a really bad pass.
Right? So if he catches that, then we're saying, well, he hasn't taken a step, and he threw another interception, and it was a bad decision and a bad throw. So, sometimes you're lucky and it doesn't factor in. I don't think he's made some sort of major step by any means. I don't know how much of an opportunity he's had. I mean, that opening drive against Detroit, though, that was big time, right? I mean, he hit 3 third down passes, and they were big time throws. So, do we look at that and go, well, that's what he's supposed to do? He's a $55 million quarterback, or do we look at it as that's a meaningful step? I don't know if we have enough evidence to be able to say that he took a significant step
Yeah,
forward,
and Jason, for me, it's like, all right, last year he was, we've said it a bunch of times, I'm a QBR guy. He was 5th in the NFL in QBR last year. He's 8th through 2 weeks this year. To me, the difference is what Greg said last segment. It's the defense. Jordan's doing Jordan stuff, which to me is shown that he's a top 10 quarterback, and not like clearly because there's such a difference, like when you actually go through it player by player, but I think he's a top 10 quarterback, and with this defense, that's enough, and he's going to look great this year. Mm-hmm. And by the way, he's the leading candidate for MVP in the NFC right now. Does everyone know that? He is the leading candidate among all MVP candidates in the NFC right now.
Key qualifier there, Jason. NFC.
Yeah, I'm saying you got Allen and Jackson, but I mean,
probably throw Mahomes in there until he gets knocked off, really.
No, but he's not putting up the numbers that like those other guys.
And 1 week into the season, Craig.
But he hasn't, I'm saying, in a few years. I feel like
Last year he didn't. The year before he had a pretty darn good year.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess.
Before last season, people talked about Patrick Mahomes like he was better than Tom Brady, better than John Elway.
Totally. And I still believe that.
He's like 31 years old.
I still believe that, but that doesn't mean Tom Brady was winning MVPs all those years, right? He had a few years where, how many MVPs does Brady have? 2?
I think at least 3.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Just because that's not a shot at Mahomes. It's more that like if the
3 times, 07, 10, and 17.
Right. It's so if the Packers are going to go 14-3, which is kind of how it feels right now, then I don't know. Jordan Love's a legitimate MVP candidate.
Yeah, no doubt. If they continue the way they have through 2 games, even though he has not put up monster numbers, he is a legitimate MVP candidate. And the defense will help his candidacy because they're going to continue to win, and they're going to make it easier for them to win. And he doesn't have to carry the entire team, which, again, it's not an award for the best player in the league. It's supposed to be for the most valuable. And that's one of the reasons why I always looked at Rodgers and Favre as that they should be perennially in that discussion, because without them, their team would be completely cooked. And I don't think it's fair to do this to Jordan, but I'm not sure if they're not still 2-0 if for some reason Malik Willis had to start these 2 games. But he has played extremely well. He has had the mistakes he's made have not cost him. Would you feel even better about proclaiming him an MVP candidate if he hits both those throws to Golden and they win the game, 41-10 or 41-18 because they have 2 long touchdowns? I mean, the one would have been a 92-yarder, right? That he overshoots him. Yes, you would probably we'd be talking much more strongly about how great he's been if he throws those 2 touchdowns.
He is on pace right now, Jason, for 34 touchdowns and no interceptions.
That would be an MVP worthy season.
If they go 17-0, and by the way, just for all you Mahomes mockers out there, do you know what record they had last year?
15-2.
Yeah. Where do you think he finished for MVP last year?
What, you fourth?
Sixth.
Yeah.
Sixth. So I'm saying people are bored of Patrick Mahomes. Jared Goff finished higher than him. Joe Burrow, they didn't make the playoffs. He finished ahead of Patrick Mahomes.
Wow, Burrow put up some numbers.
I know, but I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes isn't good. I'm saying people don't want to give him the MVP.
Love is that sexy pick right now, where it's like there is a little NBA in the NFL sometimes where it's like, oh, we're kind of sick of Allen and Mahomes and Jackson, and who's that next guy? And people want it to be Jordan Love. He's going to have that narrative benefit.
Yeah, I'm saying if he does what Mahomes did last year, he might win the MVP this year. Like Mahomes pulled out all these games, did all this stuff last year, and at 15-2, Mahomes wasn't even on the radar as MVP.
If you throw 26 touchdowns against 11 interceptions for less than 4,000 yards in 17 games, I don't know if you should win an MVP. And that's what Mahomes did last year.
I think he only played 16 games, but let's not mock Patrick Mahomes when the guy won 15 games last year. I think he won 15 of his 16 games.
Him.
No, it's the opposite.
You're the anti-Mahomes guy.
I'm saying he's not an MVP candidate because people don't want to give it to him. I'm saying
just because you win 15 games doesn't mean you should win the MVP. I think numbers matter, and look at what Josh Allen did last year and Lamar did the 2 years before.
Right, and what I'm saying is this year, there's nothing to make me think that Mahomes is going to put up gaudier numbers this year. Like, they already have their 2 top receivers out. So Hollywood Brown getting 18 targets and having 11 catches for 112 yards, and Travis Kelce having to be in the offense more than they'd want him to, isn't getting Patrick Mahomes the MVP because he's not going to put up the numbers, even if he's the winner and even if he is at Brady level through this part of his career, which I think is fair to say.
No, nobody cares about the Chiefs or Patrick Mahomes. Jason, you're around this team every day you're allowed to be. Like, for the fans that aren't, how different does it feel through these couple of weeks? Because it's not like the Packers are going from, oh, they're horrible to now like they're playing in this amazing, they're playing
and they're still
great.
A super young team, right? It's not like a different personality, or is it?
But it does feel like trading Jair out and bringing a Parsons. It feels different from afar. How does it feel inside the locker room?
It does feel different inside there too. And again, just to put this MVP debate to rest, if Craig is right and his projection proves true, and they go 14-3, and Jordan Love throws 34 touchdowns against 0 interceptions.
Well, let's say against 7 interceptions or 8 interceptions.
I will be curious to see how the voters vote and what the other people do in the league, because I do think that the Parsons effect is real. Okay. And it has taken over so much of the narrative around this team. I mean, Jerry Jones is still out there trying to spin stuff, right? I mean, didn't it come out today on NFL Live that they offered him to the Jets and they wanted Quinnen Williams back? And, like, it's just that has been the story. And I'm sure Jerry was well aware that Packers fans were chanting, "Thank you, Jerry," during the postgame show on Amazon Prime. And I'm sure that, got his hackles up a little bit. So, look, the Parsons effect, the vibe in that locker room, the confidence, the swagger, you cannot miss it. I mean, it is obvious every time I'm in there. Now, could they go out and lose a game and lose some of that luster? Sure. But right now, I mean, I think, Josh Jacobs hasn't been super productive, which they obviously leaned on him last year, but 2 weeks in a row now, I think defenses have said, look, we're going to stop this guy. We can't let him run the way teams let him run last year. And their offense is still functioning. It has not been dominant, but it has functioned. But the defense, I just think that's something that lifts everybody because, having been around those Rodgers-led teams, it was always this feeling of, well, we got to do this because the defense isn't going to be able to hold up its end of the donkey. Now, no one was ever saying that publicly, but that was the feeling that was on those teams, was that there was a lot of pressure and expectation and demand on the offense and on the quarterback. And Rodgers had no problem taking that on, right? I mean, for all the times we talk about RELAX, what he did that day during the show was he was purposely trying to take the pressure off everyone else and put it on him. So the focus was on what he had said and then how he was going to play thereafter. And so right now, the beauty of this offense is that the defense is playing so well that I don't think Jordan feels an inordinate amount of pressure. I don't think any of those guys do. I think they feel like they can play a little more freely because they know they've got a defense. And unlike when Rodgers said that after the 2019 opener in LaFleur's first season, when they won 10-3 in Chicago, and he went on the post game on NBC and said, "We've got a defense," he turned out not to be right about that. I think if Jordan Love had chosen to say that on Thursday night after the game, I think he would have been proven right over the next 15 games.
Jason Wilde, you can check him out every day, Monday through Friday, with Mark Tauscher on Wilde and Tausch, and follow him at Jason J. Wilde. Enjoy your Packerless weekend, Jason.
I will, boys. Take care. Be good.
There he is, the great Jason Wilde. So you all think Patrick Mahomes might win the MVP? Who wants to bet that Patrick Mahomes can win the MVP?
Nobody's saying that. I just think you completely discounting Patrick Mahomes, just like you completely.
I am completely discounting him.
You think there's?
He will not be in the top 3 for MVP this year.
No, okay. He probably won't be because he may have another. If he throws less than 30 touchdown passes, then he won't be in the MVP conversation. It's about
Greg. You think he's top 3?
I think he can be. Like I'm not. You got to give me odds. Like
no, even odds. Top 3.
No. But that I could go to Illinois and
I was mentioning 3 players. I mentioned 3 players, and you were like, "Oh, Mahomes got to be on that list."
No, you were saying that in the you were saying just league wide, who would even be in the conversation?
No,
you didn't say. In
I
the
said
top
Lamar,
3.
Allen, and then Jordan Love.
I mean, yeah, but
I wasn't saying like,
we are 1 week into the season.
Right, I wasn't saying, Jaden Daniels.
And the Chiefs could put up 33 points against the Eagles today. He could throw 3 or 4 touchdowns, and all of a sudden,
yes. So then let's bet it. If you think it's equal, I won't pay it off anyway. 13-4, Jaden Daniels winning MVP this year. I mean, sure, there's a lot of different possibilities. Let's look at cover 5 because we are over halfway through the show, and we said that if it gets to 200 people, that we
haven't done a good job of pushing it though.
Well, we're at 116 right now.
Yeah. All right. Cover 5. Download the Cover 5 app. Type in Sunday 25, Sunday 25. Enter the contest to join. I'm already minus 18.5 points. So if you start in week 2, Craig, what's the Do you start from
I don't know
zero?
if you start at minus 25 or if you start at 0. I'm not sure.
All
Good
right,
question.
We'll go on there, download it, and then text us at 800-990-3776, the Carlos Talking text line, and tell us if you started 0 or minus 25.
I think you probably started 0.
I would
don't
think
know.
so,
Yeah.
which means that you would already be ahead of me, and you'd be ahead of Kyle, and you'd certainly be ahead of Alex Strofe.
No, Alex Strofe got into the positives. He's like
did he?
8.5. He made a big comeback with that Bills game late. He made me sweat it out there.
And every game that you pick, you win points against the spread, you lose points against the spread. So if you would have taken the Dolphins like Kyle and I did last week, you lost 18.5 points. And if you would have taken the Colts in that game, you would win 18.5 points. So check it out. Download Cover 5. Register today.
Yeah, I can't remember a week where I've had I don't have a single NFL game that I like against the spread this week. Like you said, the Chiefs, Eagles.
Give me the Lions.
Lions over the Bears?
6.5.
Yeah.
I feel like they need to whoop some behind after
Right.
last week.
And you're saying people overreacted to how bad they looked against the Packers defense and that the Lions are still the Lions and at home less than a touchdown favorite against the Bears who look like they're the same old Bears.
Yes.
Like that's okay. I'm a Bears fan, but I can see that one. Greg, which you said you like the Chiefs?
I like the Chiefs. I also like, and also we were notified that you start at 0. So if you register today at Cover 5, you would start at 0. I like the Chiefs. I like the Patriots.
So the Chiefs against the Eagles?
I do.
Who played bad and just pulled out a win, and now Jalen Carter's back. Like, I mean, and the Chiefs, like if they win, I feel like we'll win by 1 or 2. Like I guess it's
I
like
like
it's
the
gonna be
Chiefs
close.
as a home underdog. Like
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
do.
I
Like
get that.
like at some point, and maybe I'm living in the 3 years ago. The Chiefs are
No,
always.
I mean that
bad
was
to
last
bet.
year.
They went to
Last
the
year
Super
they
Bowl
always
last year.
pulled out a win. So if you can get the Chiefs as getting any kind of points, like we just said, they won 15 games last year. But remember what the Eagles did to them at the Super Bowl. You watched that game?
I did watch that game. Yes, I did.
I mean,
watch
the
that
Chiefs remember that game, so I get it. I usually do like the rebound team, which is why I thought the Ravens were going to beat the Bills, because I think like usually those regular season games mean more to the team that lost the postseason game. So I like your argument for that. But somehow Josh Allen pulled out that win for the Ravens.
The thing that scares me about the Chiefs is that defense did not look good in week 1. And normally Spags has that defense flying around a little bit more.
The
But my
defense
pick
didn't
of the
look good,
day-
and I thought the passing game, right? They don't have a lot of weapons right now in the passing game.
No, but they've got Patrick Mahomes.
Yep, I agreed.
I like the Falcons. If I were to pick one game, Sunday Night Football, I like the Falcons.
Now, is that McCarthy you don't buy, and like he just had a good fourth quarter and their offensive line took over and Vikings aren't that good?
I think that the Falcons played a really good game against the Buccaneers. I think people aren't giving them credit because of how bad Kirk Cousins was last year. And I think ultimately the Vikings had one good quarter against a Bears team that seemingly imploded.
Yeah.
So I like Atlanta.
All right. Well, a lot more to talk about. Some Brewers, some Packers. It is Sunday Karma, ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Sunday Karma on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Looking to heat up a career in HVAC? Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling in Milwaukee is now hiring HVAC installers and service technicians. Family owned and operated, Dick & Trough offers competitive wages, a 401k match, health insurance benefits, and a winning, positive team culture that sets them apart. This is more than a job. It's a chance to grow with a company that truly values its people. Apply now to become their newest team member at dickandtrough.com. Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling. Come see the difference. Apply at dickandtrough.com.
Fisco is always there for your auto body care. When accidents happen, Fisco Auto Body on Forest Home in Franklin is there when you need them. Got a broken mirror? They'll take care of it. Dented bumper? Scratch paint? Fisco Auto Body will take care of it. If there's any damage you need fixed, Fisco has you covered. Their expert workmanship is guaranteed for the life of your vehicle. So stop in for all of your auto bumps and dings. Once again, you know the line. That's Fisco.
Thinking about buying or building a new home? Start with a mortgage pre-approval from Great Midwest Bank and experience a state of tranquility. At Great Midwest Bank, we offer fast approvals and flexible options with experienced loan officers who understand the local market because they live here too. Whether you're breaking ground for new construction or buying that dream home just around the corner, we'll guide you every step of the way. Bank with confidence and start your journey at GreatMidwestBank.com. Great Midwest Bank, your simply local equal housing lender.
Two perennial women's college volleyball powers meet Wednesday, September 17th at Pfizer Forum. Be there as Marquette and Wisconsin take the court. The last time they played in 2023, over 17,000 fans attended the match. Make plans now to see these in-state rivals on Wednesday, September 17th, starting at 8 p.m. Limited tickets remain. Don't wait. Go to Ticketmaster.com/Marquette and secure your seats for college volleyball action at Pfizer Forum.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
You're listening to Sunday Karma on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Where you live, yeah, like that.
We are your home for Aaron Rodgers today in Milwaukee. In Madison, of course, you'll get the Milwaukee Brewers. In Beaver Dam, you'll get ESPN Radio, right? You'll get the Brewers on WBEV. You'll get ESPN Radio, which will be Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep, in both Beaver Dam and Milwaukee, it is Kyle's guy, who he discounted last week, Aaron Rodgers, 4 touchdowns in a win over Justin Fields and the New York Jets. Give the man some credit.
Hey, dude, look good. Old school, look good.
I actually didn't think he looked as good as everyone thought.
Oh, anytime you're throwing touchdowns like that.
I want him to be really good this year.
So do I.
The sacks he took and he didn't look as mobile as I wanted him to look.
Oh, wow, really?
Early on especially.
And some of his, there's a lot of run after the catch, on some DK balls and even the first touchdown. I'm still bullish on Rodgers, but I'm not doing victory laps after that. I would be doing a victory lap if I'm a Jets fan on Justin Fields after that game. He was sick. Justin Fields was awesome. Justin Fields, to me, if I'm the Bears and I know they got a haul, when they traded that number 1 pick for Bryce Young, so it made sense that they're getting Caleb Williams. If you asked 32 NFL teams right now, would you want Caleb Williams or Justin Fields? I don't know what the answer would be right now.
I think it'd be pretty 50-50. I mean, but that's also what happens. The Jets actually built an offense around Justin Fields. It's amazing what coaching can do when they're like, hey, we're going to play to your strengths. It's exactly what the Ravens did.
But he threw the ball really well. This wasn't just him running read option the whole game. This was Justin Fields.
They designed it so that he could do that really well. You know what I mean? And that's where I think the Bears were trying to turn him into something that he wasn't. That's where I think the Cardinals hopefully will evolve as far as how Kyler Williams goes. And that's where that's what good teams do. That's what how Bo Nix thrived last year, even though he didn't look very good in week 1 with Sean Payton. Was like, hey, we're going to actually put you in a position to succeed.
But who I think might be the best of all of them right now, who has a little bit of, I don't know. He doesn't physically resemble a lot of the guys that I think about with him, but maybe I'm going to say Patrick Mahomes. The guy who has a Patrick Mahomes feel to me in the NFL right now. Anyone want to guess who it is? Young quarterback?
Young quarterback that has a Patrick Mahomes feel to him. No.
Who I might take over all these other young quarterbacks right now in the NFL.
Stroud?
Nope. Love C.J. Stroud. Terrible offensive line, but love him.
Patrick Mahomes style to him.
Yep.
I mean, Jaden Daniels has a lot of flair to him.
Yeah, he's got a lot of flair, and I love Jaden Daniels too, but I'm not talking about him either because that's an obvious one. This is a guy nobody talks about who might end up being one of the best young quarterbacks.
Not Justin Herbert?
Nope. And all this guy gets talked about is oh, wow, why did they pick him so high? Michael Penix Jr.
Yeah.
This guy is a dog.
You love the Falcons.
I don't love the Falcons.
I was the one that picked the Falcons.
He loves the Falcons.
No, I guess our history together.
Yes,
I know that you've seen the...
Dude, Michael Penix Jr., this guy last year, he just somehow finds a way to make the plays in the way Mahomes does. At the end of that Buccaneers game, I know they lost. he made a few plays that were impossible, where he just somehow his knees didn't go down when they should go down. He puts the balls on fourth down exactly where they need. He just finds a way to do things that like winners, that like Brady and Mahomes. I'm putting Penix Jr. in that sentence now.
He's almost as old as them.
Yeah, he's 25 years old.
I'm telling you,
it's
maybe
almost
that's part of
unfair
it.
to Penix that you're actually even giving the like.
And I'm joking when I say that, but what I'm saying is,
did he look? So he looked good. I mean,
he looked good.
The guy looks so good, and he makes so many smart, good plays.
You know, Craig, I'm going to say this is that I didn't think he was drafted too high because he was a winner. He was at Indiana, and he played well.
That's
at
how
Indiana,
he is.
And then he went to Washington and took him to a national championship game. Like he balled out, and so
he should have won the Heisman. I thought over Jaden Daniels because Jaden Daniels was the better player, but Penix, like usually, like the way Penix was winning, and maybe it's because I had bet on him, but the way he was winning as opposed to Jaden Daniels, who lost like 5 games at LSU.
Jaden threw like 46 touchdowns.
Yeah.
It's something ridiculous.
Yeah.
The surprise with Penix was more where he went, not when he went. Bo Nix was the one people were shocked that he went that early in the first.
Yeah,
but yeah, and I mean, you want to talk about weapons? Like he's got weapons in Atlanta.
Yeah, he does, and I think he could. He also does have some of the pressure that some of these other quarterbacks have. Like being Caleb Williams to me is a different level of pressure than being Michael Penix Jr. right now. And I know being an NFL quarterback is being an NFL quarterback, but there's something about that just feels a little different, right? And is he somehow like Jordan Love's age? When you said that.
Yeah, I think Penix Jr. is he's either 25 now or he turns 25.
So Jordan Love's 26, turns 27 in November. Penix is right now.
He just turned 25.
25, right. So, all right. So we got 2 years pretty much. Like,
year and a half.
This year's his 25 season. Jordan's like 27 during this season. So, yeah, year and a half. So,
but then you look at like a Drake May, and Drake May just turned 23 years old.
Right.
So he's got 2 years up on another quarterback that was taken, in that same draft class as himself.
Yeah. And like Justin Fields will be 26 this whole season, and he feels like he's like 5 years older.
Oh my gosh.
Right? Like he's 26 this whole year.
Yeah, he literally this is legitimately his 5th year in the NFL, isn't it? Because he was 3 years with the Bears. Or was it 4?
Yeah, and then the Steelers for a year, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. There's a dude.
That's why I'm saying the Sam Darnolds, the Geno Smiths. I'll start to put Justin Fields in that sentence. Right?
We're 1 game in.
I said I'll start to put him in that sentence. He played pretty well with the Steelers last year.
Yeah,
no?
I'm a Fields guy.
But I'm saying last year.
I drafted him in fantasy leagues. Like, I actually like what he's like.
Last year, he completed
66%
of his passes, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. Only a 47.4 QBR, 50 is average, so slightly below average quarterback last year.
Though, like Sam Darnold and Geno were able to take teams to the playoffs, and if Fields can do that, that's great. But they're 0-1 with a loss at home against Aaron Rodgers and a Steelers team that not many people believe in.
It's interesting that Sam Darnold and Geno Smith are those examples, and both of their teams ultimately didn't believe in them enough to sign them to the next contract. Right?
Of course. Yeah, that follows you around.
Right? Like Geno went out and won and looked legit with the Seahawks. Darnold goes and wins 14 games with the Vikings. Both teams are like, thank you, next. Right? Like, that's interesting. All right.
Ariana.
Yeah, 6-7. More as we continue. It's Sunday Karma. Oh, we got a great text message that we're going to hit on the Karma Talking text line. Wait, do you want to promote Cover 5 just to make sure that we're properly promoting Cover 5?
200. If you care about Craig also committing to the punishment that he committed to 2 years ago, we need to get to 200 people in our Cover 5 league. Cover 5, download the app. It's so much fun to play.
We only need 78 in the next 38 minutes.
Yep, we only need 78 people, so you can be one of them. You don't have to put anything down.
Free.
You get to pick 5 games against the spread. If the spread is 0, if it's a pick'em and your team wins by 7, you get 7 points. If they lose by 7, you lose 7 points. It aggregates each week. It's a season-long contest. You're starting at 0, so you're probably ahead of at least half of the league already. So you benefit by missing week 1 in this contest because I'm at minus 18.5 points after week 1. Thank you, Mike McDaniel and the Miami Dolphins. Download the Cover 5 app, Cover 5. Enter the league.
You're
Sunday,
right. Only
25,
49.
Sunday 2-5.
Only 49 of the 122 players are over 0 right now.
Yeah.
So, yep, you're in the top half of the league if you join now, which you can do. We will get to the We will get to the Carbless Talk and text line. It is on fire right now. Less is more. But first, our guy Strophy's not here. Is he up at Door County Distillery? I don't know, but he's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on there.
Got to tell you about my friends over at Door County Distillery. Locally produced, handcrafted, award-winning spirits made locally in beautiful Door County. They've got gins, they've got whiskeys, they've got rums, they've got brandies for your old fashions, all the in-betweens, and it's available statewide. If you're going to Door County, though, you got to stop in. It's connected to Door Peninsula Winery in Carlsville, just north of Sturgeon Bay. Do the tours, do the tastings, check out the exclusive product available only at Door County Distillery. But if you're not, man, let's elevate that family reunion. Let's elevate. Whatever you got going on, birthday parties, tailgates, whatever you've got going on this summer, Door County Distillery needs to be a part of it with all of their fantastic product. Check out their website, doorcountydistillery.com. Find the retailer nearest you. They have a great search tool. If you're looking for, say, their single malt whiskey, which has won 27 national gold medals, click that, type in your zip code, boom, finds the retailer nearest you, as well as a huge list of unique cocktail recipes over at their website, doorcountydistillery.com.
You're listening to Sunday Karma on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. All day, every day, the Carbless Talk and text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless Talk and text line. This is more.
Right now, more than 100,000 children waiting in foster care need our help. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is focused on finding
up now. Terms and embargoes apply.
Homes. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
The pulse of the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a Bucks legend.
Can't get it off. Marcus Johnson will, though. Can't leave him alone for a ball.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson on Bucks Plus. Marcus and his son Chris offer a weekly beat on Bucks basketball. Get your questions answered and hear from the biggest names in basketball. Find Here District with Marcus Johnson at bucks.com/plus on the Bucks app or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's a home run! But wait, is your roof ready for the big league storms? If your roof has more holes than a catcher's mitt, it's time to bring in the pros. At Avondale Roofing, we've been handling leaks, repairs, and full replacements with major league precision for over 30 years. And as a GAF Master Elite certified contractor, we bring top-tier quality and proven performance to every job. Whether it's a quick patch-up or full upgrade, our team steps up to the plate and knocks it out of the park every time. You're out! Don't wait till water's in your dugout. Call Avondale Roofing today and keep your home in the win column.
The vibrant fall colors and cooler temperatures make for great days out on the golf course. The Island invites you to experience the best of fall golf with late season rounds at Sweetgrass or Sage Run. Fall golf rates run September 15th through the end of the 2025 season, with tee times starting at $75 and stay and play packages from $125. And submit your 2026 golf package requests early to guarantee choice dates. Plan your fall golf adventure today at islandresortgolf.com.
Hi, I'm attorney David Gruber. After an accident, you need a trusted winning team on your side. For more than 30 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped Wisconsin families get the results they deserve. If you've been injured, call our firm today for a free consultation. We're available 24/7. Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Kyle Brust-Norman's Ben Brust here for Grimal and Associates Insurance. They do what anyone with a growing family, like myself, does. Protect what matters most. Grimal and Associates specializes in coverage that's tailored exactly to you. Clients aren't just policies. They're part of their community. Personalized American Family Insurance back service, expert guidance, and genuine commitment. Grimal and Associates focuses on building trusted relationships and providing peace of mind. The same values they've had for over 30 years in the Milwaukee area. Connect with Grimal and Associates at teamgrimal.com.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
Are you looking for ways to give back to your local community? Use volunteerwisconsin.org to find opportunities to volunteer your time with organizations making a difference near you. as we celebrate United Ways Month. We're also celebrating you. Visit volunteerwisconsin.org or get in touch with your local United Way or Volunteer Center to find out more about local opportunities to get involved. VolunteerWisconsin.org is hosted by United Way of Wisconsin and Serve Wisconsin. Paid for by United Way of Wisconsin.
Kyle Broston Nortman, KBN.
Jordan Love is excited to see what Matthew Golden can do in a game because he's seeing what he can do in practice, and he's like, dang, I don't know if I've ever had a guy like this before.
On 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. You're listening to Sunday Karma on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Steve joins us on the Carbless Talking text line, and he says, by the way, less is more. Carbless is, I feel like Carbless is starting to be everywhere, by the way.
Everywhere.
Carbless is having a moment, right?
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Carbless really is delicious. I love you guys. The show is so entertaining. I wish you guys would bring back the mystery guest segment. That was awesome.
I don't even remember. It's been so long. I don't even remember what the mystery guest segment was.
You never even showed up back then.
That is true.
I was here for the very first mystery guest.
Who was that?
Was it Sedano?
No, the first mystery guest was me. It was.
Oh, you being Rick Vaughn.
Rashad Vaughn.
Oh,
it was
right.
me,
yes. As Rashad Vaughn.
Me as Rashad
But the
Vaughn.
first actual caller we had was Sedano, I think.
We had George Sedano.
We had Greg Gard, too.
We had Greg Gard. That was a good one. You were here for Greg Gard, no? Oh, Strophy was here for Greg Gard.
An NFL player that nobody knew of who barely played for the Packers.
Dude, Eric Metcalf is like a legendary NFL player.
No,
yeah, for sure. You don't know Eric Metcalf?
What all did he do?
He was a running back. I think he played for Tampa, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Oh, more the Falcons and the Browns.
Yeah, okay.
Who else did he play for, Greg?
Dude, he
played for the Packers like barely.
He was a multiple-time Pro Bowler who was a big-time guy.
Byron Metcalf is the only Metcalf we acknowledge here in Wisconsin.
And he played with like 7 NFL teams, never played with Tampa.
No, he did not.
Cleveland, Atlanta, San Diego, Arizona, Carolina, Washington, and the Packers.
He played for like 3 games with the Packers.
I had a 33% chance of being right, and I missed it there. But,
yeah, but we had him. We had
we had the Nasses.
The Nasses Antetokounmpo.
That was big time.
Yeah, I wasn't here for that.
Time.
Yeah, I told you. We had. I could think of another one. We had a member of the Hoop Collective. You remember?
Oh yes. It wasn't who. What's the other guy's name? Not Windhorse. Who's the other guy?
Let's see. You know who it was? Mystery guest.
He was doing a basketball game. There's so many of them. I mean, Craig, I don't remember the guy's name.
McMenamin?
No. Tim Bontemps.
Bontemps. Yeah.
I wasn't. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I had a tough run. I was traveling a lot in June, June, early July.
You weren't here for any of these.
Yeah. Should we try to bring it back next week?
I've been around a lot lately. We can look back. I've been very consistent. I won't be here next week.
Well, no. You don't have to say that. Because the Packers play at noon, so there is no show.
Oh, there's no show next week?
There's no show next week. Yeah, that's the thing about Sundays during Packers.
But then I'm back in October, so
yeah, Green Bay Game Day bumps us. We get bumped for Green Bay Game Day.
Is that the only game we're bumped for, like, for a while? Or I feel like the Packers aren't going to be playing a lot of noon games with the way they're playing.
We are back the 28th because they have a night game against them Dallas Cowboys, and they have their bye week.
Dude, that game is going to be sick.
Yeah, it should be. It should be. Yeah, we don't.
Right, the hype with all the Jerry Jones stuff and Micah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you worry about Micah getting sideways with any of that? Or
not at all.
No?
No.
Dude, slow.
I don't think he's a guy that gets sideways.
Well, it seemed like he get like some of the podcasts and people were like a little worried.
He hasn't podcasted since January.
I mean, look.
I know. But I'm saying there was some of that. Like, we're only a week in.
I love everything I've heard and seen from Micah Parsons. The man wanted to get paid. He got paid, and now he wants to play, and he wants to show people why he deserves to get paid.
Can I ask you a question, Craig? I mean, coming in, and you too, Greg. Coming into this, no, I mean, because I'm assuming you haven't talked about this too much of it.
By the way, the Packers play 4 out of 5 weeks at noon in November. We're pretty much off in November.
All right, well, I'll be sleeping in.
Is that true?
I mean, that's what the schedule says. I don't know.
I don't think that's true.
He's saying you can't read, Craig.
Well, there's the Panthers games at noon.
Panthers, November 2nd.
Then Monday Night Football game.
Then Monday Night Football.
Craig,
then they have
challenge you like
Then
that.
they're at the Giants on November 16th at noon. They're home for the Vikings November 23rd at noon.
Oh, that's a noon game. I thought that was a 3:25 game.
Oh, wait.
And Thanksgiving.
Actually, and then, by the way, they are at noon on Thanksgiving against the Lions, but then, they are off, and then they're noon against the Bears on December 7th.
Craig,
So-
I would never challenge you like that. How dare Greg?
He was actually right because that last November 30th game, there is no game that day.
Technicality, he was,
Yeah.
because there is no game that
Right, but there's a ton of noon games for the Packers coming up in November.
So really quickly, has
Chef Ed says I missed the regular 7 at 11 because I would win a lot. Kyle always thought Chef Ed was a cheat.
Wow.
Wow, you just went out and said it, huh?
That is strong. That is strong. I simply question the integrity of whether or not he was looking at a list. I didn't call him a cheat.
Ron in the Key says, release the wedding toast tape of Scalzo of toasting or roasting Ben Brust. Will that ever see the light of day?
What? Don't ask me. I don't have the tape. I don't know where it is.
So you're not worried about it getting out, though?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it getting out. There is not a single thing that I said in that toast that I have not said on the air or would not say on the air.
Greg, can I just say?
Although I don't know, I don't think I used any curse words.
No, I don't believe you did.
Yeah.
It was children in the building, and I went to many weddings. I went to 3 weddings in 4 weeks, and now I'm on 5 weddings in 7 weeks right now.
Yeah.
One more next week.
By the way, we're up to 127 people, so 73 more people in the next 25 minutes, and I will do the penalty with Strofe. And all the people who stop Greg when he's mowing the lawn will be able to have their day in court, and I will pay off this bet.
Cover 5. Code Sunday 25.
Yeah, join code Sunday 25 because if you download the app and don't put join code Sunday 25, then you're not in our contest. To be in our contest, you need to download the Cover 5 app, use join code Sunday 25, and if we get up to 200 entrants into this, I will pay off the 24-hour bet with Alex Strofe, which is penalty enough to have to be with Alex Strofe for 24 hours.
Greg, you had the best speech that I heard, but I will say I have heard some of the most wild speeches. That speech was
Wait, so there's some that were more wild than Greg's?
No, bad, weird. No speech has been a normal speech. Greg's speech was not normal.
But ChatGPT, I don't understand why there's bad speeches at this point. Like Greg doesn't need, Greg doesn't need ChatGPT.
You didn't think mine was a normal speech?
No, that was a roast. That was.
That's what I was asked
Comedy
to
Central.
do.
Oh.
What happened?
Now there was just an illegal.
Where is that coming from?
Someone just dropped someone in our fantasy league who's playing against me this week.
I'm not hearing anything. If you're hearing something,
there are no acquisitions allowed. We need to get the commissioner involved in this right away.
Is this Team Frozen Tundra?
No. This is Team Dr. Gonzo.
Uh-oh.
I guess he just dropped 2 players. Is he allowed to drop? I don't know what's going on.
You can drop players. You can't pick
just
players
can't pick any up. Yeah,
you can't pick them up. But
Yeah.
I can't imagine he's just dropping players for the sake of dropping players.
I guess we'll see. We'll see. A lot of shadiness going on a Sunday morning. We will keep up with all of it. It is Sunday Karma on ESPN Wisconsin.
More Sunday Karma coming up on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves.
Are you talking about the one?
9 out of 10 people who experience cardiac arrest outside a hospital will die, but bystander CPR can make the difference between life and death. Join the American Heart Association at this year's Southeastern Wisconsin Heart and Stroke Walk on September 27th at the Summerfest grounds, where you can hear Port Washington's Doug Niemeyer's amazing story of survival. Every person who joins and every dollar donated means more people trained in CPR, more research, and more life-saving. For more information or to register, visit www.2.heart.org.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves.
Are you talking about the one collection?
Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, "Wherever you go, my heart goes with you."
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart.
The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment.
The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's.
To find the Kesslers nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
It's your boy Bert Kreischer, the machine.
Woo! I'm back, baby!
And I'm bringing the Permission to Party World Tour to the Fiserv Forum September 19th.
Don't let them forget who you are and what you do.
Get your tickets at BertBertBert.com. I'll see you there.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with a Capital One Saver card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
With Progressive's Home Quote Explorer, you can easily find the right home insurance for you, even if it's not with Progressive. But if you don't choose us, then sure, okay, it's not going to work out. We're not going to cry about it or stay awake wondering what our future together would have looked like. We can't get emotionally invested, even if it sounds like we are. Progressive's Home Quote Explorer allows you to easily compare home insurance rates and coverages in one place, even if it's not with us. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy. I love you. I shouldn't have said that.
Station updates, show clips, and your place to interact with us every single day just by scrolling through your feed. Follow along on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at ESPN Milwaukee.
Yeah, gang. Till I ain't in the mood. I don't want your young cook. Got 100 mil on my to-do list. Got killed with a you stupid.
You listen to Sunday Karma on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
All right. So Chef Ed brought up 7-Eleven. I got to ask the two of you right now. You go back and forth, see who can do it. Most career earnings in the history of the NFL. Who's made the most money in the history of the NFL?
Pat Mahomes got to be up there, don't he?
Is it Aaron Rodgers?
Let's see. Through 2025, all time, Aaron Rodgers is. How is this possible?
Well, I mean, he didn't make a lot of money in. He made money here. He made quite a bit his last.
I mean,
time.
He had to have been top 5 paid quarterback for at least 10 years.
When he signed his first contract,
you know what? You're right, though. He didn't start early. So.
Yeah, and then he only made 30 or 40 in New York with the Jets. I mean, these guys are getting paid $40 to $50 million a year.
Wait.
Doesn't take much.
So I just scrolled down. I had to have missed him because Brett Favre is 51st of all time at $141 million.
Oh my gosh, there's gonna be guys out here.
It's 3 years of playing quarterback nowadays.
Yeah, it is. Who's okay? So Aaron Rodgers not on the list. Pat Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes is number 14 on the list.
Oh wow,
making $232 million.
Jeez.
Wait, but how could Aaron
not be on there?
Like, how could he be below, Baker Mayfield?
That's impossible.
And Daniel Jones. I have to just
I have him as $381 million he's made through his.
Aaron Rodgers is number one. He accumulated over $418 million in career earnings.
Jeez Louise, that's a lot of money.
All time.
Do you want me to go through the list?
Okay, so I have Tom Brady too.
No.
Who do you have?
What list do you have,
Matthew
Craig?
Stafford.
That makes sense because Matthew's played in
at $364 million.
Totally makes sense. I'm working off Sport Track's list. What?
Is Spotrac or Sport Track?
I'm looking at Sport Track. Oh, Spotrac.
Yeah, that's one of Bradley Nortman from KBN. He loves Spotrac.
Yeah, Spotrac is not accurate.
Uh-oh.
Because they don't have Stafford or Rodgers. They start with Tom Brady at 1.
How much?
$333 million.
Yeah,
that's impossible, right?
No, but they don't have Stafford and Aaron Rodgers are literally not on their list.
On the list.
And then they go to Kirk Cousins.
That's usually pretty. Yeah. So this goes Rodgers 1, Stafford 2, Brady 3 with $332 million.
Yep.
Kirk Cousins 4, $321 million.
Which is what I have. It just misses those top two guys.
Russell Wilson.
Yep.
5 at $315.
Then Matt Ryan and Dak Prescott.
Yes.
I mean, that would have been a great list.
It would have been, but I figured Rodgers is right in that sweet spot.
I thought I could trust Spotrac. I don't know why.
Usually they are the most reliable on all things salary cap, so that is very surprising.
And I looked up all-time drafted because my whole point was that Kirk Cousins has made so much money, which is insane, right?
And he's going to make a lot more just sitting. I don't know why you're complaining. You know what? Sit down and enjoy it. You 36, 37 years old. Go ahead and enjoy this money because he had, $90 million guaranteed with the Falcons?
Yeah, and that's why when we talked about Penix last segment, that's why, as you said, maybe it wasn't the number he was picked, but that the Falcons had just paid Kirk Cousins and then ended up drafting, Michael Penix. This is a big week for so many teams. You look at like the overreactions, but who do you think's the biggest? I mean, is it the Lions? Like who do you feel like has the most pressure, the most to prove, the most like, whoa, if they're at 0-2, or is the Bears even worse? Like I'm saying, like
the Bears
in the
were never
division,
competitive.
I'm saying because you're not expecting as much from them.
No. For the Lions, this is a huge game for the Lions because of the fact that if they somehow go to 0-2, it's over.
What if the Cowboys lose to the Giants?
I was thinking Cowboys is another one, especially given the Micah Parsons trade for them to in that division, which is going to be difficult with the Commanders and the Eagles.
Probably not going to happen if the Ravens lose to the Browns.
I mean, are we expecting?
But the Ravens look good in week 1.
Like, Chiefs, the same thing. Even if the Chiefs lose to the Eagles,
totally agree.
0-2, like they'll be okay.
Dolphins lose again this week. Like that one's getting ugly, right?
I would put a lot of money that McDaniel's not making it through the season. Like that thing's already felt ugly.
Yeah. What about your Patriots? I mean, everyone was big on the Patriots coming to this year.
The only thing for the Patriots that matters this year is Drake May the guy or not?
Yeah.
And they could win 6 games, but if May looks great, then that's a win. If they win 9 games and May looks horrible, that's actually a loss. So these wins and losses, as weird as that sound, doesn't matter as much. It's how good does Drake May look?
Houston doesn't need to beat the Buccaneers if they go 0-2, or Houston at 0-2.
That division is still trash.
What is Houston? Like, I have no idea. Like, last year it was supposed to be their big jump. They have a good defense, a horrible offensive line. I do think that kind of does matter because, like, are they supposed to be good this year?
I mean, at 0-2, Houston could still pass the Colts, Jaguars, and Titans and win that division. To your point, Kyle, right? The division's trash, though, at 0-2.
Trash.
So I think what we got to is where we started, which, as crazy as it sounds, it might be the two in the NFC North, right? It could be the Lions and the Bears, and they're playing each other. Like that game this week, whoever loses that game is going to be 0-2 in the division and 0-2 with at least one game at home that they were expected to have won, right? Because the Lions will have either lost at home to the Bears and be 0-2, or the Bears will be 0-2 and have lost at home to the Vikings. So I think the Cowboys, you could argue, are right there because if they lose, to the Giants, and that game is at home also, right? If the Cowboys, They look good against the Eagles, right? I think we were impressed coming away from that game, right?
I agree.
But if they are 0-2 and lose at home to the Giants,
then you're like, then it's what's happening in Dallas, and Jerry's going to overreact. I do think that's a big one as well.
Yeah.
But obviously here, I mean, that Detroit, like, they lose both coordinators. You feel like they get Hutchinson back. You lose to the Bears. That's an issue.
I don't know. At 0-2,
not losing to the Bears.
At 0-2, I still have some confidence that the Lions pull it together.
But you also have to remember that strength of schedule because they won the division last year.
Very tough.
It's significantly harder. They've got Bengals, they've got Chiefs, they've got
they play the
Buccaneers,
they play the whole
Commanders,
AFC.
Eagles, like Cowboys, Rams. That's a hard schedule. To drop to the Bears this early on to go 0-2 would be tough.
You know, it's tough if you're injured and you've never been through it and you need help. And that's where Gruber Law Offices comes in because they've helped tens of thousands of Wisconsinites. It's been almost 40 years, and Gruber Law Offices is synonymous. David Gruber is synonymous with Milwaukee and with Wisconsin because they help people, and they are there. They're there when you're at the Badger game or the Packer game or the Bucks game or the Brewers game. They're seemingly everywhere because they're part of this community, locally owned, nationally recognized, caring for you. One call, that's all, means you make one call and they have it handled. So if you're ever injured, remember, it's one call, that's all with Gruber Law Offices. Palermo's Picks coming up next. Sunday Karma, ESPN Wisconsin.
You're listening to Sunday Karma on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. The best source for every piece of NFL news you need to know.
I would just say that right now I think all options are on the table. I think that they went through that trade thing and they talked to teams, and it's not like those talks are shut down.
ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter is on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy every Wednesday morning at 7:30. Sponsored by Island Resort and Casino.
But they didn't go anywhere. And when they don't go anywhere, it opens up the possibility they could be back.
On 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Hey IKEA fans, IKEA is turning 40 and they are giving you the present. From September 3rd to the 23rd, IKEA is celebrating with a huge gift card giveaway. Every day, 3 times a day, 40 lucky winners will score an IKEA gift card worth anywhere from $5 to $500. That's right, 120 winners every day at every store. Don't miss your chance to join the celebration and win. Visit your IKEA Oak Creek or IKEA.us for more information today. Must be a IKEA family member to participate. 1 gift card per IKEA family membership during the promotion.
Is your roof underperforming? Saggy shingles, leaky spots? Sounds like someone needs a little Evandale Roofing. They don't just patch things up, they go all the way. Tight, sealed, satisfied. It's the kind of roof that'll have your neighbors going,
now that's a roof.
Evandale Roofing. They get on top so you don't have to. Call now. Your house deserves it.
Well, you and I, we make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections, and if you get your picks right, you can cash in. Prize Picks puts their users first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Prize Picks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more for quick and easy deposits into your account this football season. Prize Picks also offers injury reboots. If one of your players leaves the game in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks won't count it as a loss. Prize Picks is the best way to cash in this football season. Which players are going to go off? Which ones aren't? Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your takes into cash all season long on Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best place to win cash while watching sports. Join millions of users and sign up today. Download the app, use code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Get ready to say goodbye to those bland seltzers at the ballpark. Carbless is proudly Wisconsin-born, crafted by real people. A husband and wife team who wanted better cocktails in a can. They're locally made and blissfully better. Carbless offers a bold, true cocktail flavor that's made for baseball fans. Available in fan-favorite flavors like lemon lime, black raspberry, cranberry, and mango, bringing the craft cocktail bar to your seat. Refreshment that matches the energy of American Family Field is Carbless. Full of flavor, no sugar, and no carbs. Just game day bliss.
Your path to a degree should fit your life, not the other way around. At Lakeland University, you can personalize every part of your college experience. With a main campus in Sheboygan, evening classes across the state, and flexible online options, you choose how and when you learn. Just graduated high school, changing careers, juggling work and life, they've got options for you. You can even earn credit for experience you already have or for the work you're doing now, saving time and money. Start customizing your future today at lakeland.edu/ESPN. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
The grill is hot, the crowd is loud, and the flavor? That's all Coop's Mustard. Hey, it's Alex Stroh. For over 125 years, Coop's has been the MVP of game day eats with 14 bold flavors that make every brat, burger, and pretzel a championship bite. Because Coop's isn't your ordinary mustard. It's extraordinary mustard. The kind that turns tailgates into traditions and touchdowns into taste bud celebrations. This football season, bring the bold, bring the flavor, bring Coop's. Coop's Mustard, spreading the love since 1897.
Station updates, show clips, and your place to interact with us every single day just by scrolling through your feed. Follow along on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at ESPN Milwaukee. It's that time.
Yes, it's finally here.
Craig makes his picks of the week.
You can bet the house on it.
Picks of the week on Sunday Karma with Craig Karmazin. Presented by Palermo's Pizza, Wisconsin's hometown pizza.
Can't wait to see what happens next.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
All right, it's time to look at our Palermo's picks, and the WNBA season has completed. The question is, Phoenix and New York, the Liberty and the Mercury, tied at 27-17. The Mercury officially are fourth from a seeding, so that's what we use, correct? So,
yeah, we'll use that.
So it's Lynx, Vegas, who came on strong. You know how Vegas ended the year?
How? Because they struggled at the start, right?
They won 16 in a row to end the year. They were 14-14 and won 16 in a row.
That's like Asia Wilson just being like, all right, we need to turn it on a little bit here. That's like that old school LeBron, like all of a sudden when he was on the Cavs, they would start out slow and then he just becomes a beast late in the year.
Did she end up winning Woman of the, or what is it called, MVP?
I don't know. But none of us had the Lynx as the number one seed. Who they were the number one seed, but all of us did have the Lynx making the playoffs. The Aces were second, which Kyle had correct, so he gets 3 points for getting the Aces correct at number two.
So we're still doing this game.
Yeah, it's the ranking.
Well done there.
It's gonna get worse because I picked some random teams.
We all had the Aces though to make the playoffs, so we all get a point. Kyle got 3. The Atlanta Dream in third. None of us had them in the playoffs. And the Mercury fourth, which none of us had in the playoffs. So it is 4 points for Kyle, 2 points each for the rest of us.
I'm pretty sure I had the Dallas Wings making the playoffs, and they weren't good.
That puts...
I had the Fever, I believe, having the best record in basketball, and they also were not good.
That puts Scalzo at 15 points, me and Strophy at 17, Kyle at 19.
I'm better working from behind. That's what happened during the last one, the NBA ones that we did.
Now, we did not... We went game by game on the Packers, which we did so far before the Micah deal. We don't need to update that right now. Let's look at cover 5. We know how it's been tough for Greg to get around Milwaukee the last week or so with people clamoring for me to pay off the cover 5 bet. And I said, even though Alex Strofe lost, I'll do it if we have 200 people signed up for cover 5, the Sunday Karma edition. Right now we're at 136. So we need 64 in the next 2 minutes. We already heard from Scalzo's picks of the day. Kyle, anyone you like today?
Man, I love the Detroit Lions to beat up on the Chicago Bears. I'm taking that -6.5 with the Detroit Lions.
I don't know what to do here. Like the game, if I had to pick one game, I think it would be the Broncos. I think their defense is really good.
Yeah,
and I think the Colts might be a little overrated coming off that game where, they didn't get in the end zone every time, but they scored pretty much every time they touched the ball. Daniel Jones looked great. Colts are at home again. So to me, it's like Broncos catching 2.5 points on the road. I think you got to like that there for them. But I don't know. When I look at this, like every game I could see a backdoor cover. Like Rams at Titans. Like the Titans seem terrible, but could you see that? Like, the defense of the Titans, like all these games seem tough.
Think the Titans look good. It's just that coach I'm a little bit worried when you don't realize that an elbow counts as 2 feet in the NFL.
Yeah. Steelers, Seahawks, game that's going to be heard right here in Beaver Dam and Milwaukee. I mean, Aaron Rodgers versus Sam Darnold, right? I mean, that's an interesting one there. I mean, that's going to be a good game. I'm excited to listen to that as I pop over to American Family Field, which I will do. Kyle, you going out on the boat today?
No, I am not going on.
Wow. You're going to American Family Field finally? Your third Brewers game of the year? Is that what it's going to be?
Actually, I need to kind of get my life together. I've been ripping and running.
How many Brewers games? 2?
I don't know. I don't know. Why you counting my location? Am I sharing my location with you, Craig?
You should be, because maybe I'd remind you a few times to support your squads.
Throw me some tickets.
I feel like I've been maybe 6, 7.
Really? Yeah.
How many times in the suite?
Maybe closer to 10, actually.
How many times in the suite for you two when you go?
I usually pop up and say hello.
Yeah, I've popped up. I've not been in the suite for a game, but
must be nice.
Yeah,
you can pop up to the suite anytime you
want.
Kyle.
It must be nice to pop up.
Well, you would have a credential if you actually went and covered the team.
Yeah,
you just don't care about the Brewers.
I don't know. You just watch the games at the yacht club.
I like the James at the house.
Stay healthy, stay together, survive today, thrive tomorrow. You remember, don't settle. You have been listening to Sunday Karma on ESPN Wisconsin. Send us out, Captain Stubing. Peace.
This is ESPN Wisconsin and ESPNWisconsin.com.
To help those who want to be helped but may not be able to afford it.